This video is intended to help you learn how to download ebook chapters from the UNI Library. It's awesome that the library makes ebooks so easily available to you online. But the problem is that not everyone can access the book at the same time. If everyone in the class tries to access the book, only some students will actually get in because the library ultimately only has a couple of licenses for each book. So to ensure that you have access to the assigned reading when you need it, I recommend that you download the chapter that you need and save it to your computer so that you can access the PDF version anytime that you need it. To do this, first start on e-learning, which is the page that you see here. In this case, students were directed to go to this book, Deportation and the Confluence of Violence Within Forensic Mental Health in the Immigration Systems. And they're told below that they need to read chapter 4. So first click on the link. I have the link set up so that it will always take you directly to the ebook page on the UNI Library. Here you see the option to online access. Click that link. If you are off campus, the library page will require you to sign in with your UNI ID. So you'll have an extra step here. Once you sign in, you'll be directed to this page. If you're on campus and in the secure network, you'll probably be just directed to this page. So it depends. But anyway, once you're on this page, you'll see two options here, one to read online and one to download the book. Do not download the book. If you download the book, you'll only have access to the book for a limited period. In this case, it says that you have access to this book for 1 day. You'll probably need this a couple of times, so that's not particularly useful. So instead, I recommend that you click the link to read online. Here you have the full book. If you scroll through here, you have obviously the cover. You keep scrolling, and it can take a moment to load. You'll see things like the title page here and the publisher's page, so you can get access if you need information for citations. And you can just keep scrolling. Over here on the left-hand menu, you'll usually see a direct link to the table of contents. That's very handy. And in many books, you'll also see direct links to chapters. For this assignment, students were told to read chapter 4, so you could just click directly on chapter 4. It's pretty easy. Now, not all books are laid out this well, so if you don't see a link to the chapter that you need, the other option is to go to the table of contents and find out what page that chapter begins on. So in this case, Conceptualizing the Violence, chapter 4, begins on page 55, and I can go up here to where the pages are and you just click and I can type 55, and then I just hit enter or return on my keyboard and it'll take me directly to chapter 4. So it's pretty easy. Once you're in the chapter that you need, you've sort of got a couple of different ways to download only that chapter. One is to click on the option for PDF, and in this case it'll just say current chapter. That's very easy, that's all I need. You can also change the citation style. Now in criminology and sociology, we mostly use APA or ASA. You can see ASA is not an option here. So I stick with APA, but you could use any citation style, it doesn't matter. It's based on your preferences, and then hit continue. And then you'll see here, there's an option to open PDF, and on a Mac, which is what I'm on, when I click open, it's actually going to download the file for me. On a PC, it might open it directly, so it sort of depends on your system and how your preferences are set up. But you can see here, I am downloaded, and now, in this case, my chapter opened automatically, and here's the chapter. And depending on the software that you have, you might be able to highlight in here and take notes. You could print it if that's your preference. Just make sure that you save it if it's not saved already. In my case, it is already saved to my download folder, but if not, you could, from your File menu, select the option to save. So in this case, it was very easy for us to do PDF. Another option is to print. This will actually do the same thing. It'll generate a PDF, but it gives you a couple of different options here. So I could print the current page. I could print the current chapter. Again, not all ebooks are set up the same way, so I might have to select a specific set of pages. In this case, I would do page 55 to, I don't know, whatever the end of the chapter was. I didn't check in this case. And again, I can change the citation information, and then I would again continue, and it would create a PDF for me that I could download. So either way works. The main thing is to be able to download the chapter so that you can access it anytime that you want. In a next video, I will show you how to save files to Google Drive. I think Google Drive is nice because, one, the university makes an unlimited account available to you, so you could store anything there that you want. And two, if you have Google Drive, you could access that from any computer as long as you have the internet. If the file is only saved on your home computer or your laptop, you may not be able to access it if you don't have those items with you in class. It's really up to you, whatever you prefer. You could also use a thumb drive, but again, in a later video, I'll show you how to use Google Drive as an easy way to save files. In any case, here is your video on how to download ebooks from the UNI Library. I hope this was helpful. Have a nice day.